To ensure that your display has the latest software, we'll go to the Menu tab, then System on the far left, Software Manager, System Information, and there's our software version. If you do not have the latest software version, you'll go to Installation and Updates, check for updates online, and hit the Next button, and it will automatically check for software, and then continue to hit the green prompt arrows, and it will upload its software to the display. To check software on the mobile app, you'll simply go to the map page, find your harvesting machine, open up the Open window, go to the Setup tab on the far right. This will show you all your display, receiver, and modem pairings, and you'll find your display, and at the very bottom where it says version, it will show you your software version. Make sure that's 25.2. To create a work plan on your mobile app, simply go to the Plan tab at the very bottom of the screen. Make sure you pick 2025 Harvest, and at the bottom right, hit the plus button. Select your field. Hit Next. Pick your crop type. Make sure you include Variety Locator to utilize the Variety Locator function. If you're using a AutoPath by row or have an AutoPath row plan, make sure you check that as well. Select your equipment and operator. So we'll pick our harvester. You can select an implement as well. So for this, we'll pick our 12-row corn head, and we can select an operator as well. At the very bottom, you can also enter a work order number and work instructions. Then you'll save your work. Then when you're ready to send it to the machine, select it, and at the very bottom left, hit Send. Then it'll give you one more option to verify what machine you're sending to. And then hit Send. So when you pull in your field with a boundary around it and you have your work plan sent to your display, the work plan will automatically pop up to this screen once you're inside the boundary. You'll simply hit Start, and the work plan is then loaded into the screen. So if you go to your Setup tab, you can see all of our settings for this operation are already preloaded. So this eliminates an operator or an owner operator having to make sure that the operator has the correct settings for crop type, variety, harvest units, operator, and field all entered in the display. It's automatically populated for you. If you're interested in seeing what varieties are in a certain field, simply hit the Variety tab. Then it'll pop up this screen. You'll hit 2025 corn, and then it gives you a variety map of what all varieties are located in that field. To set up Machine Sync with your grain cart tractor, we'll go to the Machine Sync tab and Menu, Applications, Machine Sync. Then we can see our network here. So if we click that, we'll see our network name, our network password, and our network channel, as well as connected devices. So we have already synced our 8R370 to this combine via these keys. So you will need to provide this to your grain cart operator, that way he can link the Wi-Fi up with the combine. Once that's enabled, we'll need to set a home point. So you'll swing your auger out, line your grain cart up with the desired spacing, click Set Home Point, It'll give you a warning saying home point set. Once that's enabled, you'll need to be going at least over half a mile an hour. Then the operator in the grain cart will enable auto track, or hit the auto track resume button, and machine sync will then be enabled. Then the operator in the combine can nudge the grain cart forward or reverse, or left and right. If you want to change the nudging increments, you'll go to the advanced settings, the arrow with the dot above it at the machine sync tab. Click there, and then you can see your inline increment and your lateral increment. If you wish to change this, simply type in a different measurement, and then your inline increment or your lateral increment will change. To enable machine sync on your grain cart tractor side, we'll go to Menu, Applications, Machine Sync. Turn the system on, then we'll select our Wi-Fi network. Type in the Wi-Fi password, then it will connect to our combine. You'll also see the combine in the bottom screen. Then, once it's all set up and synced, when we're driving more than a half a mile an hour and we're in our orange box, we'll hit our auto track resume button, and then it takes it over by the...
So we've got machine sync all set up and running here, and so basically what we're going to do is just demo how this works in actuality. So I'm going to pull forward here in the combine, Brad's going to get going, and then in his tractor what he's going to do is hit the auto track resume button. And so what that's going to do is that's automatically going to allow the grain cart to track with the tractor here. So we're going to go forward, got to be going above 0.5 miles an hour. So Brad's now hit his resume switch, and you can see that the grain cart is actually tracking with the combine right now. We can do some minor adjustments with the nudging feature. So for instance, if you're filling the grain cart and it's a little full up front, you can send him forward or backwards or to the side, however you want to fine tune those different nudging and filling. So it makes the operation a lot easier, especially if you're trying to focus on what you're harvesting ahead and let the grain cart there fill optimally.
So here we have our machine sync run page all set up. So you can see the map, we have our grain cart set up behind us as an implement, we have our combine that's next to us located, we have our leaders list up top here with our S770 connected. We also have our combine bin level there and over here. So in order to have that all set up, we have to make sure that when we go to our setup tab, everything is the same as what it is in the combine. So we have the same field, same crop type, same variety, same harvesting units, as well as having a grain cart implement set up as well. Once you have all that set up and you are sharing under the same work group, everything will link up, and then we'll be able to actually see our combine bin levels for multiple machines that are all in the same work group on this screen. Just to make sure you're in the same work group and you're sharing, we can go to Applications, Sharing, and there's our work group number. Make sure that's the same as what it is in the combine and the rest of the work group, and everything is enabled. Everything should be green check mark, and then you're good to go. The other feature that John Deere updated with 25.2 software is what we call grain cart weight sharing. So if you have scales on your grain cart and you use a harness, you can actually see and share grain cart levels and weights with any operator in your work group. To set up Auto Track Turn Automation, we will go to the Menu tab, Applications, Auto Track Turn Automation. You'll pop up to this window. You'll turn the system on. You will need to have an active guidance track selected already. Then you can change your turn size depending on your equipment, either a smaller turn down to 0 or a larger turn up to 10. We recommend starting around 5 when you first start. You can also set your start turn settings for your headland. On this tab, you'll see your headland and a yellow dashed arrow, and you can actually change how soon you start your turn when you come into your headland. So for this, we'll start at 10 feet. Once you have your guidance line selected and auto track engaged, you will see that auto turn automation lights up blue at the bottom of your screen in your shortcuts bar, and when it is executing its turn, it'll show you a blue swirling circle. On your guidance page, you will actually see your guidance line created as its turn, and as we enter the headland, the machine will start to execute its turn. It will also tell you how many feet it's away from the headland. It may flash this warning saying that the machine possibly, or head possibly, might exit the external boundary. One of the most important requirements when you're using auto track turn automation is to make sure that you have a hand-driven boundary with SFRTK signal. To check on progress on machines in the field via the OpsCenter mobile app, we'll go to the Home tab. We'll find our equipment, we'll pick our harvester, we'll scroll down, and we can actually see acres remaining, fill level, varieties, and the field.